The Young and the Restless scoop for Monday. December 30 reveals Jordan Howard will take Sharon Newman by surprise. Also coming up, Nick Newman will have news for Nikki Newman and Victor Newman. Plus, Danny Romalotti will make it home for New Year's Eve, and Mariah Copeland will be stunned. Y&R spoilers tease Sharon will tell Mariah and Faith Newman, reeling caster, that she wants to go to society with them for the New Year's Eve party. Nick will show up and he'll tell Mariah he has news for Sharon. She'll tell him her mom's going with them to society, but he's not sure it's a good idea. Y&R Daily Scoop. Christine will get a wonderful surprise. Sharon will come downstairs all dressed up. I spoke with Michael. The police are reopening the investigation. Nick will tell her. She'll say that's great news and invite Nick to join them at society to celebrate. He'll say he plans to, but first he's going to say Happy New Year to his parents. Faith will want to go with him. Then Sharon will tell Mariah she'll head over to society in her own vehicle because she assumes she, Tessa Porter, and Faith will want to stay a lot later than she will. So everyone will head out. Meanwhile, Claire Grace will tell Esther Valentine she's spending a quiet New Year's Eve with the Newmans. She's so excited to have a new family and new job and can't wait to find out what 2025 will bring. But she won't realize that Jordan is on the patio eavesdropping. Jordan will get a text from Ian Ward. Time for action. Half an hour. Society. Praise be. Claire will head to the ranch and greet Faith and Nick when she arrives. Nick will tell his parents he has good news. Sharon underwent hypnosis and remembered someone else killed Heather Stevens. He'll add that the police are reopening the investigation. Then they'll all count down to the new year. At the jazz club, Christine Blair will tell Lauren Fenmore and Michael Baldwin that Danny's snowbound in Canada. They'll invite her to join them, and she'll happily accept. Then she'll make a face when she sees Phyllis Summers walk in with her kids. Jack Abbott, Diane Jenkins, and Tracy Abbott will arrive and socialize with them. Tracy will ask Christine if Danny is coming, and she'll say he's snowed in. Tracy will say so is Alan Laurent. However, Christine will get a wonderful surprise when Danny shows up after all. Young and the Restless scoop. Ian watches Tessa drink the water. Daniel Romalotti will approach and tell his dad he's glad he could make it. He'll also thank Danny for taking care of his daughter while he was going through everything. How you holding up? Danny will ask, and Daniel will say it's really hard. At society, Abby Newman will tell Tessa that hiring her was the best decision she ever made, and Ian will watch them from outside. Maria will call Tessa and tell her that Sharon and Faith are coming with her. Then Ian will walk into the restaurant and watch Tessa drink from a water bottle she's keeping at the hostess station. Hi, remember me? He'll ask Tessa. She'll say of course she does. Ian will ask if they have any tables for two, but she'll say they're booked solid. However, something could open up. Tessa will tell him she needs to step away for a minute, and Ian will pour something into her water bottle. Tessa will return, and Ian will watch as she takes a big slug of water. Shortly afterwards, Tessa will ask Abby to watch the front because she's feeling lightheaded. Later, Tessa will tell Abby and Divin Winters she thinks she needs to go outside and get some air. Tessa will end up staggering over to Ian, who's waiting for her outside. Don't worry, he'll tell her, I got you. Finally, as the countdown to the new year begins, Maria will show up at society and see that Tessa's by the entrance, passed out in someone's arms. She'll see it's Ian and she'll be in shock. On the street outside the restaurant, Sharon will step out of her vehicle and lock it. Then Jordan will come up behind her with a cloth full of chloroform, pressing it into Sharon's face. But what is she planning to do with her? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Jolie, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Young and the Restless spoilers preview. Week of December 30th to January 3rd, 2025. Genoa City is no stranger to turmoil, but the anticipated return of Tucker Hart has set the entire community on edge. Rumors swirl through the corridors of Newman Enterprises and the opulent halls of Abbott houses, each whisper more tantalizing than the last. Fans and characters alike are left wondering, will Tucker's comeback ignite a new wave of conflict, or will he bring unexpected alliances that could reshape the power dynamics of Genoa City? Tucker's enigmatic alliances, Abbott or independent fighter? Tucker Hart has always been a figure rooted in mystery. His motivations and loyalties have been subjects of intense speculation. As his return looms, the big question remains, who is Tucker truly aligned with? Abbott connection. On one hand, there are signs pointing to Tucker being a strategic ally of the Abbott family. His impeccable skills and resourcefulness make him an invaluable asset. The Abbotts, known for their vast influence and ambition, could harness Tucker's talents to fortify their empire and neutralize any lurking threats. Independent fighter. Conversely, Tucker's independent streak suggests he might not be tethered to any single faction. His desire for autonomy and disdain for being used as a mere tool align with the characteristics of a lone wolf. If this is the case, Tucker could emerge as a wild card, unpredictable and driven by personal vendettas or a quest for justice. Sibling rivalry or strategic partnership. Tucker and Ian Ward. The most intriguing aspect of Tucker's return is his relationship with Ian Ward. Speculation abounds. Are they brothers separated by circumstance, or is their bond forged through a shared mission? Alternatively, could their connection be purely social, a partnership born out of mutual respect and shared goals? Brothers in arms. If Tucker and Ian are indeed brothers, their reunion is bound to be explosive. Sibling rivalry coupled with shared history could lead to intense confrontations or, alternatively, a powerful alliance. Their combined strengths could either reinforce their positions within Genoa City or pit them against each other in a battle for supremacy. Strategic allies. Should their relationship be purely strategic, their collaboration could be equally formidable. Tucker's prowess complemented by Ian's tactical genius would make them a force to be reckoned with, challenging the established order and creating new power structures within the city. Social connection. If their bond is based on social ties, perhaps forged through mutual acquaintances or shared experiences, their partnership might be less about blood and more about mutual benefit. This type of relationship could lead to calculated moves, leveraging their strengths to achieve common goals without the emotional baggage of familial ties. Fan anticipation. The Tucker and Ian dynamic. The anticipation surrounding Tucker's return is palpable. Fans of The Young and the Restless are abuzz with theories and predictions about his next moves and his interactions with Ian Ward. Collaborative masterminds. Should Tucker and Ian decide to join forces, their combined intellect and strategic minds could lead to groundbreaking developments. Together, they could dismantle rival factions, protect their allies, and assert their dominance in ways previously thought impossible. Clashing titans. On the other hand, if their personalities and agendas clash, the result could be catastrophic. Their confrontations could ignite long-standing feuds, drawing Genoa City into a new era of conflict and uncertainty. Tucker's declaration, "You're my brother." In a dramatic twist, Tucker publicly refers to Ian Ward as his brother. This revelation sends shockwaves through Genoa City, sparking a frenzy of questions and speculations. Implications of brotherhood. If Tucker and Ian are indeed brothers, their unified front could pose a significant threat to existing power structures. Their shared history and trust in each other would make them an unbreakable duo capable of orchestrating complex plans and outmaneuvering their adversaries with ease. Strategic deception. Alternatively, Tucker's declaration could be a calculated deception designed to confuse and manipulate their enemies. By presenting themselves as brothers, they could create a facade of unity and invincibility, masking their true intentions and alliances. Tucker's mission: bringing Ian into the light. Tucker's ultimate goal appears to be bringing Ian Ward into the spotlight, challenging the established figures who have long controlled Genoa City, exposing the powerful. By targeting Genoa City's elite, Tucker and Ian could expose the corruption and deceit that has plagued the city for years. Their actions could inspire a movement for change, rallying others to their cause and shifting the balance of power. Personal vendettas. Alternatively, their mission might be fueled by personal vendettas and unresolved conflicts. Their confrontations with established powers could be driven by a need for justice, revenge, or closure. The anticipated explosion: will Tucker ignite a new era? As Tucker prepares to make his move, the tension in Genoa City reaches a boiling point. Will his actions lead to an explosive upheaval, reshaping the city's power dynamics forever? Or will his strategies pave the way for a more stable and equitable environment? The return of Tucker Hart signals the dawn of a thrilling new chapter in The Young and the Restless. Whether his actions bring redemption or chaos, one thing is certain: Genoa City will never be the same again. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, December 30 promise some plot twists as another week kicks off in the land of Genoa City. Two skeptical parents grill their son. Someone is in a race against the clock, and a character is in danger. What kind of drama is set to unravel on Monday? Time to dive right in. The Young and the Restless spoilers: Mr. and Ms. Moustache aren't convinced. My and our spoilers for Monday, December 30 note: Nick Newman will offer his parents some updates on Sharon Newman and her case. While Sharon recalled another person in Daniel Romolotti's apartment the night of Heather Stevens' murder during hypnosis, it sounds like Victor Newman and Nikki Newman won't be convinced of her innocence. Of course, they'll worry that Sharon and her mental health issues are dragging their son down again, especially considering Schick's history. But it sounds like despite his parents' skepticism, Nick will remain determined to clear Sharon's name. Lie and our spoilers: Danny Romolotti's race against the clock. Across town, Why and our spoilers for Monday, December 30 suggest that fans will get to see Danny Romolotti and Christine Blair, as the two will be back in the land of Genoa City with a cute quickie storyline. The Bug and the Rockstar will be desperate to spend New Year's Eve together, however, will be separated for one reason or another. As Danny races against the clock, there will also be some interesting curveballs that keep them apart. Still, it sounds like the two will be reunited before the clock hits midnight, so fans will get to see an NYE kiss from Danny and Cricket when all is said and done. The Young and the Restless spoilers: Danger on the horizon for Tessa Porter. Lastly, Why and our spoilers for Monday hint Ian Ward will need Jordan's help to pull off a dire plan. Could this be about Tessa Porter? During the Why and our preview video for the week of December 30 January 3, Tessa is shown, visibly drugged and ready to collapse as she stumbles out of society and passes out in Ian's arms. Will Jordan and Ian kidnap Tessa, or attempt to on Monday? Are you excited about Monday's show? Comment below. Catch the CBS Soap Daily so you don't miss a moment of the drama, and visit SOS often for the best Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news. The Young and the Restless spoilers for December 30. January 3 focus on Ian and Jordan taking their villainous schemes to the next level just in time for Genoa City residents to ring in the new year. Heads up! On Tuesday, December 31 and Wednesday, January 1, My and Our airs classic episodes. Here's what you need to know. Supervillains strike back. No more sitting around society and eavesdropping for Ian and Jordan. Their reign of terror gets kicked up several notches. Genoa City needs to watch each other's back and don't leave their drinks alone. Damage will be done. First, Ian and Jordan make a dangerous move early in the week. Does this involve Tessa or someone else? Maybe Phyllis? The scene in the show's next week on promo doesn't look good for the singer/society manager, while Ian's radar has gravitated Phyllis's way. Next, look for Jordan to target a new victim. If Sharon isn't the focus of Jordan's latest menacing maneuver, who is? Someone closer to home for Jordan, who needs to watch out? Supervillains discovered and on the defense. Thankfully, not all of Jordan and Ian's plans go smoothly because Nick makes a shocking discovery. Is he the one who first spies Jordan and Ian? We've been waiting for someone to figure out that these two evil individuals have been wreaking havoc in GC for months. Once they're discovered, everything else may fall in line. They were the ones to kill Heather. They were the ones to lace Sharon's meds. And they were the ones to run Phyllis off the road. Considering her history with Ian, we knew Mariah would get more involved. Clearly, she must find out that Ian's back and that something may have happened to Tessa. So, it's no surprise that Maria is haunted by her past. Also, Victor catches up with his old foe. Of course, this gives Victor the opportunity to threaten Ian. Is there something that triggers Victor other than Ian's mere presence? Is somebody Victor loves in danger? Odds and ends. In other Newman news, Victor and Nikki question Nick supporting Sharon. Nick is 100% laser-focused on Sharon's safety and mental health. But if not him, who? The threat against Sharon turned out to be very real. Nick probably won't appreciate his parents calling him out about supporting his ex-wife. Meanwhile, in the land of the Abbotts, Jack deals with a crisis at Jibot. Is this landmine Jack suddenly has to navigate something Victor triggered? Finally, Kyle and Claire celebrate the new year in style. It's good that somebody in the Newman family gets to ring in 2025 peacefully because, apparently, all hell is breaking loose for the rest of them, thanks to Ian and Jordan. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Victor Newman may be gearing up for a major sacrifice. With Jordan and Ian Ward on the loose, there's definitely more danger ahead in Genoa City. We now have reason to believe Victor will step up for the Newman clan in a big way, perhaps to the point of putting his own life at stake. In the December 27 episode, Y&R dropped a grim hint about the mustache's future. As Cole Howard spoke to Claire Newman about finding common ground with her grandpa, he admired how Victor protected the people he cared about. Cole suggested he wasn't trying to be dramatic, but he truly believed Victor would die for anyone in the family if it came down to it. Of course, Eric Braeden has repeatedly shut down the notion that he'll be retiring anytime soon. The show just gave Victor and Nikki Newman the newly restored ranch set as well, so it feels like they still have plenty of plans for them both. There's no reason to believe Victor will actually meet his demise, but the point Cole was making involved Victor's willingness to. With that in mind, the show may have just locked in Victor's near-death experience. As Victor works to protect his family members from Jordan and Ian, things could take a dangerous turn. There may be a situation where Victor gets seriously injured and lands in the hospital. Victor could at least try to trade his own life for Claire or any other Newman who lands in harm's way. We may see Victor prove Cole's declaration right by almost facing a fatal outcome for the people he loves. This could lead to the Newmans rallying around Victor in a coma if that's how the show wants to play this. Victor might nearly lose his life fighting to protect the Newman clan. However, if someone is actually going to get killed off, it seems far more likely to be Cole. Since Cole talked about his admiration of Victor and voiced that he had the same level of commitment, he could be the one who bites the dust in the end. Regardless, Y&R seemingly made a prediction about some peril for Victor, with all that talk of his willingness to die for the family. That dialogue could be a clue about the scary scenes ahead, so stay tuned for updates on any other unsettling news. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Jordan and Ian will put some lives on the line one way or another. Daytime television has suffered another profound loss with the passing of one of its most cherished soap opera veterans. Jerry Douglas, best known for his iconic portrayal of John Abbott on The Young and the Restless, passed away on November 9th at the age of 88. For over 24 years, Douglas brought life to the Abbott patriarch, a character beloved by fans and central to the show's legacy. Beyond his on-screen presence, Jerry Douglas was a true icon in real life, known for his warmth, wit, and generosity. The news of his passing prompted an outpouring of grief and heartfelt tributes from fans and co-stars alike. Many of his colleagues from The Young and the Restless took to social media to share their cherished memories and pay their respects to the man who left an indelible mark on their lives. Touching tributes. In a bittersweet twist, Douglas had recently visited the set of The Young and the Restless to celebrate his upcoming 89th birthday. That visit, now a treasured memory, gave his co-stars one final opportunity to celebrate with him. Jess Walton, who played his on-screen wife Jill Abbott, led the tributes with a poignant throwback photo of the two from years ago. Walton expressed her deep affection for Douglas, reminiscing about the special bond they shared both on and off the screen. Her words echoed the sentiments of many others who had the privilege of working alongside Douglas. Laura Lee Bell, who grew up on the set of The Young and the Restless, sent her condolences to Douglas's family, including his wife Kim and their children Hunter, Ava, and Jod. Don Diamond, who played Douglas's son-in-law, shared his gratitude, saying he couldn't have asked for a better on-screen father-in-law. Kate Linder also expressed her admiration for Douglas, calling it a pleasure to have worked with him. A life and legacy. Jerry Douglas is survived by his wife of 36 years, Kim Douglas, and their son Hunter. As fans and colleagues mourn his loss, they also celebrate the incredible legacy he leaves behind. A legacy of unforgettable performances, cherished memories, and a life well lived. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Ian Ward recently did some eavesdropping at Society, so he heard all about Phyllis Summer's desire for revenge on Sharon Newman. That news brought a smile to Ian's face and led to him telling Jordan they could use Phyllis' animal nature to their advantage. Ian talked about getting their plan on track again, so it'd be weird if Y&R didn't follow up on all that. It's obvious that Phyllis is going to get pulled into Ian and Jordan's next round of drama, so let's talk about how things might play out. Once Jordan sneaks up behind Sharon and chloroforms her in the December 30 episode, she may make sure some clues point in Phyllis' direction. After Phyllis leaves the New Year's Eve bash at the Jazz Lounge, she'll no longer have an alibi. Phyllis could easily get accused of targeting Sharon. That's especially true if Jordan leaves a trail of breadcrumbs that points to Phyllis on Ian's orders. Ian delivered some off-screen instructions to Jordan regarding Phyllis, so those have to come back into play somehow. Perhaps Ian and Jordan will steer suspicion toward vengeful Phyllis when it comes to Sharon's disappearance. It could lead to Nick Newman struggling over what to believe if it looks like Phyllis took justice into her own hands. Nick has never wavered on his faith in Sharon. It's clear that Nick knows who Sharon is at her core, so he always believed there was more to the story of Heather Stevens' demise. Will Nick show faith in Phyllis as well or think the worst of her? Phyllis has proven she's capable of some pretty terrible things, so Nick could end up fearing she's gone off the rails. Whatever the case, Nick will search for Sharon once she goes missing. Jordan could make sure Nick's clues lead to Phyllis, so will he end up grilling his ex? Our predictions hint that Jordan and Ian may plan to ultimately frame Phyllis for Sharon's fatal outcome, but villainous plans tend to go awry in Genoa City. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Sharon's snatching will bring some stunning twists, so we'll bring you updates on any setup surprises along the way. We'll have other hot Young and the Restless spoilers, predictions, updates, and news for you, so visit us regularly for more Y&R details. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Claire Grace Newman seems to have the perfect life now. Claire has her parents' love and a family. Even Victor Newman and Nikki Newman have accepted Claire as one of their own. Claire even has a new career and a relationship. However, this is when things usually go south, so what could upend Claire's life next? The Young and the Restless spoilers, a troubled beginning. My and our spoilers reveal that Claire didn't have a good beginning. Stolen and raised by supervillain Jordan, Claire was just a weapon to use against the Newman family. While Claire did do unspeakable things, including putting vodka in Nikki's IV, she ended up being reformed. My and our spoilers. Perfect new life. After Claire got mental health treatment, she had a new beginning. Victoria Newman and Cole Howard couldn't stay away from the daughter they lost all those years ago. Claire has earned approval from a lot of people, including Summer Newman. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Kyle Abbott's romance. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Claire had a special family photo done for Christmas. It includes Claire in the Newman family photo as well as Cole. Claire also got a horse as a gift, and her romance with Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, seems to be going well. In fact, Claire experienced intimacy for the first time, and Kyle called her his wing woman. Claire seems to be living the perfect life right now. That means big trouble could be ahead, and it might not be what fans expect. My and our spoilers, medical mystery. Fans expect Jordan and Ian Ward to get their paws on Claire somehow. While Ian suggested Claire be part of his revenge scheme against Sharon Newman, Jordan passionately refused. Despite Jordan's evil sins, it seemed as if she were somehow trying to protect Claire. However, Claire's problems might not be connected to Jordan this time. It's possible that Jordan might be connected to the outcome, though. What if Claire suffers some kind of medical illness? What if Jordan is the key to saving Claire's life? Of course, it's also possible that Sharon isn't the only one being fed tainted pills. What if Claire is on a med? Maybe an antidepressant or anxiety med for her trauma with Jordan. Could those pills have been tainted with PCP as well? If so, will someone realize Claire isn't acting like herself? Will they look into it further, or could Claire be the victim of Jordan's manipulations all over again? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest #TeamSchick can feel a romantic reunion coming between Nick Newman and Sharon Newman coming. Sharon's ex has offered her unwavering support during this turbulent time in her life and has been her #1 advocate. While Sharon confessed to Heather Stevens' murder and running Phyllis Summers off the road, from the beginning, Nick felt as if this was all off. In fact, many can argue that had he not had her meds tested, she may not have decided to get hypnosis, which revealed the truth that she had nothing to do with Phyllis' car crash or Heather's demise. As the holidays only brought Schick closer this year, could the two share a steamy moment on New Year's Eve? The Young and the Restless spoilers, Sharon and Nick Newman's NYE kiss. Y and R spoilers suggest there's a good chance that Nick and Sharon will decide to ring in 2025 together. Faith Newman will likely head out with friends, and Nick won't want Sharon to be alone on the holiday. It'll start with the exes doing something very low-key like some fun takeout while they watch movies, and once they start talking, Sharon could tell Nick just how much she appreciated how he believed in her this entire time. Once again, he's become her hero, something he's been all throughout her life. When the clock strikes midnight, could the two share a NYE kiss, the start of a possible Schick reunion? My and R spoilers, Tessa Porter's kidnapping. My and R's video preview for the week of December 30, January 3 shows an obviously drugged Tessa Porter stumbling outside of society. She eventually collapses in Ian Ward's arms and seems to be dressed in a beautiful purple NYE outfit. Tessa may have to work on New Year's at society, and there's a chance that Maria Copeland will be by her side. Although that doesn't mean either Jordan or Ian won't have the opportunity to drug Tessa somehow and snatch her up before anyone notices. Meanwhile, at Sharon's cabin, Schick could be getting into it, but will they be stopped? Mariah may realize that Tessa is gone at the stroke of midnight in panic. Will she reach out to her mom or Nick for help? Looks like NYE is going to be filled with drama in GC. Will Schick get close to a steamy moment but get stopped? Will Ian kidnap Tessa? Comment below. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that Ian Ward has devised a plan to get rid of Sharon Newman. Ian has introduced himself to Tessa Porter, and she believes he is a good man. Ian is about to stop back by society to stir the pot. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Ian Ward claims to be a minister. Abby Winters and Tessa will be at society on what they believe is an ordinary evening when Ian arrives, interrupting their quit evening. Playing a preacher is Ian's way of hiding his identity, but Tessa has no earthly way of knowing this. How far will Ian take things from here? Ian will be dressed to the nines in his preacher clothes, ready to turn on the charm and turn up his game. Ian has to keep Tessa busy while Jordan Howard does his dirty work for him. How long will Tessa fall for Ian's games before she feels that something is off? Will Tessa learn the truth before it is too late? My and our spoilers. A dangerous stranger is among us. Fans know that Ian doesn't show up without an agenda. Ian is a master manipulator and will do his best to con Tessa and Abby. Of course, all the while, Ian is furthering his own agenda. Fans can expect an outrageous but unforgettable scene. Ian knows exactly how to hold his audience captivated. Ian is without a doubt a criminal mastermind. Ian wants to get close to Tessa so that he can get to Mariah Copeland. Ian needs Sharon out of the way as well. He is planning to use Phyllis Summers to make this happen. Will someone figure out that Ian and Jordan are working together? The Young and the Restless spoilers. This villain needs to be stopped. Tessa has been discussing her newly discovered friend with Mariah. Could Ian say something that Tessa can repeat that will tip off Mariah to who he is? Will Sharon remember a name or something that points to Ian that will jar her memory? What else did Sharon hear that night at Daniel Romolotti's apartment that could help? Ian hopes to lead Tessa into a false sense of security before implementing his plan to go after Mariah and her family again. Ian knows exactly what to do and say to get what he wants, and if they are not careful, the whole family will be in danger. Ian doesn't have a single problem with resorting to violence when all else fails. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Heather's shocking revelation. Heather's shocking revelation leaves Daniel reeling. Sharon delivers the news with a mix of desperation and sincerity. Heather is alive. The words catch Daniel off guard, his mind racing between hope and skepticism. I swear, Daniel, Sharon pleads, her voice trembling with urgency. Heather is alive. I don't remember everything, but I know she's out there. Someone staged her death and made me believe I was the one who killed her. For Daniel, the possibility of Heather's survival is both exhilarating and terrifying. While part of him longs for the truth in Sharon's words, another part fears being manipulated. But one thing is certain, he must find out, no matter the cost. Sharon's revelation ignites a flurry of speculation in Genoa City. Daniel, Phyllis, Nick, and Chance begin investigating her claim, but their efforts lead to dead ends. Jordan and Ian Ward, two figures with dubious reputations, are immediately suspected. Both deny involvement. I don't know where Heather is, and frankly, I don't care. If she's alive, good for her. But don't you dare try to pin this on me, Jordan scoffs. Ian, ever the enigmatic manipulator, is equally dismissive. Me? Kidnap Heather? Come on, do I look like someone who needs to resort to such theatrics? He quips, his grin as infuriating as ever. Despite their denials, Ian's history of elaborate schemes and psychological games keeps him in the spotlight of suspicion. The theory of a mastermind. Ben Stitch Reburn. As the search for answers intensifies, a more sinister possibility emerges: the name Ben Stitch Reburn. Once a beloved figure in Genoa City, Stitch left under mysterious circumstances, his reputation tarnished by personal and professional scandals. Known for his medical brilliance and unnerving precision, Stitch possessed the intellect and resources to stage a death convincingly and manipulate Sharon's mind. Chance delves into Stitch's past, uncovering disturbing patterns. Former colleagues describe him as obsessed with perfection, a man who viewed life and death as puzzles to be solved. A perfect crime scene. The details of Heather's supposed death fall apart under scrutiny. Sharon's fragmented memories point to inconsistencies: synthetic blood at the scene, a tampered autopsy report, and a medical examiner who has since disappeared. Daniel, Nick, and Chance piece together the chilling possibility. Stitch staged Heather's death to serve a greater purpose. But why? The motive: a game of power and obsession. Heather had been investigating medical malpractice cases tied to Stitch's tenure at a hospital. When she uncovered evidence linking him to the scandal, she became a target. Sharon's role was collateral damage. Stitch needed a scapegoat, someone whose instability could deflect suspicion from himself. By manipulating Sharon's mind and planting false memories, he ensured the focus remained on her, not him. The hunt for Heather. Armed with a new theory, Daniel becomes relentless in his search for Heather. Chance uses his detective resources to track Stitch's movements, uncovering a series of hidden properties linked to the disgraced doctor. At a remote cabin, surveillance footage places Stitch nearby around the time of Heather's supposed death. The team investigates under cover of darkness, finding medical equipment and signs of recent activity. But Heather is nowhere to be found. A deadly confrontation. The trio confronts Stitch at the cabin. Calm and composed, he taunts them, looking for someone. His words drip with mockery. The confrontation escalates, with Stitch using calculated words to sow doubt and confusion. Daniel, driven by love and fury, refuses to back down. "Where is she? Stitch, tell me where Heather is." The truth revealed. Under pressure, Sharon recalls a crucial detail: a symbol etched into equipment Stitch used. The clue leads Chance to another location where Heather is found alive but weak. Aftermath, healing, and reflection. Heather's recovery is slow but steady. Daniel, Nick, and Sharon face the aftermath of Stitch's twisted game, their lives forever changed. For Genoa City, the revelations about Stitch serve as a stark reminder of the darkness that can hide behind even the most trusted faces. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that with the new year comes a lot of questions about who is going to be staying and who is going to be going. In fact, there's even heavy speculation on social media that suggests one huge star might be thinking about entering his retirement phase. Keep reading below of everything you need to know. The Young and the Restless news. Eric Braeden ready for retirement. Is actor Eric Braeden thinking about retirement? That's what a lot of Y&R fans can't help but wonder. The actor, who is best known for his role as Victor Newman on the hit CBS soap, has been on the show for well over 40 years. And while there are a lot of people who would love to see Eric on The Young and the Restless for as long as possible, there's a very good chance that he's going to hang up his boots and retire sooner rather than later. After all, the actor has gone through a lot in recent years, including his own battle with cancer. And while there's no doubt that Eric is in great shape for his age, he can't go on forever. Or can he? The Young and the Restless news. What's next for Eric Braeden? Eric has said on social media, including X, that retirement is certainly not on his mind. He absolutely loves going to work every day and wants to stay with the soap for as long as possible. But at the same time, every storyline has to have an ending, and especially in the daytime television world, right? So far, Eric Braeden himself has not made any comments about the matter, but we will definitely update you with all of the latest details as they come in. The Young and the Restless airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. And don't forget that Soap Spoilers is your place for all of the latest news and gossip about your favorite celebrities and members of the royal family. Also, we've got the latest spoilers on the hottest daytime television shows, including The Young and the Restless, The Bold and the Beautiful, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Chance Chancellor doesn't want to believe Sharon Newman is guilty, but he needs evidence to displace what is nothing more than what seems like a wild theory. Sharon's hypnosis sessions are the latest steps in breaking this mystery thriller storyline. Viewers know what she, Michael Baldwin, Nick Newman, Daniel Rumalotti, and an expanding variety of other characters don't. Jordan Howard is the killer, and Ian Ward is her directing accomplice. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Chance Chancellor is the right man. Chance and Sharon bonded after Ray Rosala's sad death. While they didn't reach full couple status, Chance and Sharon became good friends. That undeniable part of their shared history made it hard for Floyd's character to accept that she was guilty. However, Sharon openly confessed to killing Heather Stevens. While she's changed her soapy tune about that crime, Sharon still admits to framing Daniel for the murder. Michael got through to Chance, as did Sharon. His agreement to request that this case be reopened is huge. It should be followed by an active investigation that can produce the evidence needed to clear Sharon of some crimes. My and our spoilers. Sharon Newman's not in the clear. An intriguing aspect of this tale involves Sharon's still admitted complicity in criminal activity. Michael is now arguing that the PCP altered her frame of mind, that her medication was inexplicably laced with. But taking that speculation and applying it to facts that can clear Sharon of killing Heather won't be easy. So Chance will need to find physical evidence of another human being in the apartment with Heather and Sharon on the night of the murder. Claire Newman already saw Jordan and interacted with her but didn't know. Tessa Porter was approached by Ian, who offered her a false identity. So any future disguised appearances Jordan makes in Genoa City, Wisconsin, or Ian Ward's future veiled trips into town could create witnesses who recognize one or both villains. Either instance would be the type of waterspreak that would push this plot tremendously. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Daniel Rumalotti's pain is intense. While Sharon has hope, Daniel remains emotionally inflamed. He's trapped without the woman he loves and continues to help his daughter deal with the powerful grief that Heather's death caused. His reality involves knowing that Sharon's confession included her continuing to live freely while an assumed trial and sentencing approached. But now Daniel is faced with her recanting part of her confession and suggesting an alternate story that could only be seen in daytime. This site is a leading source for everything linked to The Young and the Restless. Check back regularly for why and our spoilers and news.